The words we use affect the way we think. Music is a word. Is it mandatory? Do we have to use it? Have we always used it? The answer to both is no. In my book, When Nothing is Called Music, I make a radical proposition. What if we called nothing music? How would that affect our understanding and practices, perhaps even our entire culture? This podcast features excerpts from the book. If you're interested in the book itself, it is available as a free PDF, available through my website, Parviainen.com. That's probably hard to spell, but there should be a link nearby. Without music, number 4. From categories to the sublime. The world categorized in Aristotelian shards, when put back together, is not the world. The same thing that categorized it is putting the shards together, the human mind. Therefore, a category-based theory of everything cannot depict the world, but only exhibits what this categorizing mindset really is. That the world as such is not accepted, it is in fact accused. Category, from Greek categoros, accuser. The world is somehow wrong and should be aligned to this categorizing mind. Everything except the self is blamed for paradise lost. The idealized picture offered by Wagner, Schaeffer, Small, and others. It is not a worldview of pragmatic improvement, but a denial of the whole thing, of how things are already together, of what our senses try to tell us. When the mind is exalted above everything else, the senses need to be denied because they disagree. And that is what "it's all in the mind" is saying. From Plato to Husserl to 1960s counterculture and onwards. The adaptation attitude of ecological composition means that it does not accuse. The world may have something wrong with it, but so may I. The totality is not an insisted one, a static universe of the harmony of spheres, where nothing ultimately has purpose, and therefore I do not need to change either. Instead, it is sublime, ungraspable in its entirety. Begin quote. As a human being, one has been endowed with just enough intelligence to be able to see clearly how utterly inadequate that intelligence is when confronted with what exists, end quote. Albert Einstein wrote in a letter to Queen Elizabeth of Belgium. Adaptation at the level of the composer requires the acknowledgement of the possibility of the need for change in the composer, not only in the world. The challenge is that of humility, even repentance, not as a one-time event, but as an ongoing metanoia. A change of mind is the whole point of this thesis. Changing our vocabulary will, over time, change our minds.